Dear friends, welcome to another video. If you like it, leave a like, share the video and leave us a comment telling us what you think of the news. Without further ado, let's go to the video. At the beginning of Russia's large-scale invasion of Ukraine, the White House refused to provide long-range missiles. There was caution because with longer range it would give Ukrainian forces the ability to hit high-value targets in Russian territory, which would certainly be a risk that could lead to an even greater conflict. Among the long-range missiles are the Atacams Army Tactical Missile System, tactical missile systems and missiles from the American Army. In recent months, concerns have arisen that supplying this equipment to Ukraine could leave few weapons in domestic arsenals. However, Biden recently warned that the issue of Atacams is still in play, but the news did not bother the Kremlin because Moscow is currently mired in problems such as the revolt of the Wagner Group leader and also saw the UK's long-range Storm Shadow missiles being operated by Ukrainians attacking specific points without significant damage to Putin's war trajectory. But he warned that if any missile of this type, including rockets from HIMARS systems, falls on Russian territory, which includes Crimea, there will be an unprecedented escalation in the conflict. Russian authority Sergei Shoigu made warnings saying that using these weapons outside of the special military operation zone would trigger immediate attacks from Russia, making decision-making centers in Ukraine legitimate targets and implying full involvement of Americans and British in the conflict. In addition, he noted that the Kiev regime is continuing its attempts to mount attacks south of Donetsk and in Zaporizhia areas involving its NATO-trained elite units and a large number of weapons supplied by the West. The Kiev regime was successful on June 22 after British long-range air-to-ground missiles operated by Ukrainians successfully attacked the Khanhur Bridge connecting Kherson to Russian-occupied Crimea, and now that the situation tends to normalize politically in Russia, everything indicates that after using this long-range weapon with effect on southern Crimea, Russia should plan a massive retaliation in response to the attack. The Kiev ambassador to the United States again reported a change in tone from President Joe Biden's administration on potential supply of MGM-140 Atacams Army tactical missile systems that Ukrainian leaders have been requesting for a long time to help Kiev forces degrade Russian military capabilities in occupied areas. The Atacams is a tactical missile system of the United States Army designed to provide long-range precision strike capability against ground targets and high-value enemies. It is a ballistic missile that can be launched from various launch systems and is capable of carrying different types of payloads. The Atacams system was developed to offer a combination of extended range and precision. Depending on the variant, the range can reach up to 186 miles, allowing the missile to hit strategic targets at long distances. In addition, the Atacams uses inertial navigation and GPS systems to provide high accuracy in missile targeting. One of the important features of the Atacams is its flexibility and adaptability. It can be equipped with different types of warheads to meet the specific needs of U.S. military forces in different combat scenarios. The Atacams has been used in various military operations, including Iraq, Afghanistan, and the conflict in Syria. Its ability to provide long-range strikes with precision has been valuable to the United States Army in combat scenarios. In summary, the Atacams is a highly sophisticated and flexible system that offers the U.S. military a unique ability to hit strategic targets at long distances with high accuracy. Biden may have to change his mind following the opinion of Democratic and Republican congressmen, with members of Congress making their thoughts clear on the subject. In early June, a group of 9 bipartisan lawmakers signed a letter to Biden urging the president to break the deadlock of a war of attrition in Ukraine. For these congressmen, by providing these additional capabilities, Ukraine's chances of victory and restoring peace in Europe have greatly increased. What caught most attention was the manifestation that came from the public position of the United States House Foreign Affairs Committee calling on President Biden's government to immediately provide Atacams missiles to Ukraine. If you are enjoying the news, subscribe to the channel, leave a like and comment below on the video because it helps us continue producing content and keeping you updated on what is happening in the world. According to Michael McCall, co-author of Resolution Project 488 and head of the Foreign Affairs Committee, if the United States does not give Ukraine the necessary weapons to win, then the conflict will continue dragging on, leaving the world even more unstable and with serious economic consequences. Congress has focused on a new defense budget bill that allocates $80 million for the exclusive purchase of Atacams missiles for Ukraine, which is positive because it does not directly take such missiles from the American conventional arsenal. The bill instructs the Secretary of Defense to report to Congress on progress in acquiring and transferring Atacams missiles to Ukraine by December 31 this year. In July last year, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said Washington was not ready to provide such equipment, fearing that this move could lead to World War III. But now the situation is different because we have a Congress asking for it. And when Congress comes into play, there is no stopping Congressmen's wishes. Critics argue that Allies' reluctance to provide Atacams missiles to Kyiv may prevent Ukraine from liberating the rest of its territory still occupied by Russia. The shortage of long-range weapons may also prolong conflict with Russia and result in thousands of deaths. Although Washington has refused to provide such equipment so far, Kyiv received Storm Shadow missiles from the United Kingdom months ago with a range of over 155 miles. The Army's set of tactical systems and missiles are inertially guided missiles used to engage targets in the ground forces area of influence. They were extensively used in the ground wars of Operation Desert Storm in 1991 and Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2013. These missiles are launched as a set, like a capsule, with 2 missiles per load on the M270 vehicle. On the M140 HIMARS launcher, only 1 missile fits. Targets include air defense artillery sites, ground-to-ground missile units, logistics sites, command and control complexes, and advanced helicopter operational bases.